y'all seen the trailer for the new, what is it called? It's the Greek mythology series.
The anime Greek mythology?
Yes.
On Netflix?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
We
Don't you talk about
didn't
Beastars?
really like it,
It's not
but it was like the way it seemed was very we got drawn into it. We liked it, and then it went way too into like away from Greek mythology to then just like fight based, like just in like
technology.
one little scene.
I didn't understand
it was a little interesting. I don't know. We probably have to see a few episodes to actually get an opinion on it. But other than that, we were like,
Okay.
I mean, the animation and everything was great. And at first we were like, oh yay, an anime about Greek mythology. That's always cool.
The anime's wilding on Netflix. I hate anime on Netflix and love it.
Just started rewatching Bleach.
Oh my
Because
god!
Interesting.
Only reason
That's a whole.
The beginning, I
that's
feel like it's so good.
it is. Oh,
I remember watching the
because I was
beginning.
watching it last night, and like you're so right about the beginning.
It's so
Because
good.
I remember a lot of the stuff that's gonna come or whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But like rewatching the beginning, which I really didn't remember to be honest. But I'm like, I think like 6 episodes deep, and I was just sitting there last night. Like, oh my god,
It felt
It is
wholesome.
wild.
like this show's actually crazy.
Just roll up on this high schooler.
Yeah.
They're speaking like demons and shit.
Jinx.
Let's see. There's a few. There's a
four?
few Halloween animes that you could watch easily.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be. I guess you could put Bleach on there, but you could get like
Honestly, Soul Eater.
Soul Eater,
yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul. If you want to go mainstream. You like Soul Eater?
So much. Yo. Oh my god, I watched that so aggressively.
Oh,
The thing with
Yeah.
anime, some of them I fall off because it takes so long. Like
yeah, some
Yeah.
build-ups. Yeah.
Soul Eater was pretty slow at some point, so I just like
second
fell off of
season,
it.
I got really into it. Like the minute I watched like a few of the first season when I was like in middle school, I watched the first season, and later on I watched the second season. Because when I watched the first season, I like used on my phone was the if you have to call death. You put in a code on a mirror and write it backwards and then fog it, and then he'll show up on the mirror. So my phone code was the code, and then my background was death. And then you open my phone to death. But like Soul Eater and things like that.
Would you like just breathe on it to make it safer?
You know, an anime that I personally don't think is the best, and when I say don't think it's the best, I think it's just super slow. Like I get it, like certain animes just are like that,
Yeah.
but like for what they had, they
lot of
should have been a lot more aggressive with it. Fairy Tail.
People say that, and I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet because
Yeah.
people say that.
Fairy Tail's so
I
slow.
still recommend it
It's a
because
good,
I
It's
watched
good.
a lot of
So-
it, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. Like the fights and stuff are really good.
Yes.
It also just has like a really wholesome feeling. Like
Yeah.
you feel good watching it.
Yeah.
But it is. Oh man, they
It is-
have a lot of dead space.
God, but it's so
I
bro.
say that about a lot of
Oh my
ones that
God.
are like that.
You'll just be sitting there for like a couple episodes, just like, get to it, please. I'm begging you. Just
Dragon
go.
Ball
Get
Z.
to it.
Yes,
Yes.
it's literally that type of shit where
Yeah.
they're like
Oh,
talking
man.
for an entire episode.
I'm going to throw a wrench into the conversation here.
Okay.
Do it.
Y'all don't attack me now. I have never seen
A single.
Any
a
anime
single
ever.
anime.
Well,
Let
my
me,
God.
Wait.
whoa.
I started my very first one, and I don't know if it was a good one to start on. It was just recommended to me, and I was like, I'll try. And I'm only like 6 episodes in, but I'm watching Parasite.
Oh, that's a good Halloween.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah,
Halloween
he's
one.
With the hand.
Parasite
Yes.
with the hand.
Oh, I just watched that.
It's really
It's
good.
great.
It's really good.
Okay, you started off strong.
Yeah, that's great.
The first
Okay.
anime I ever watched was like one of the ones that everyone, when they first hear about it, they're like, "Oh, how do you like anime now that you started with it?" I started with Madoka Magica, which was really cute magical girls, but the art scenes. The reason I think it made me love anime was, although it was really dark in the very first episode, it was like crazy. Like your whole think of innocence when it's so cute just gets squashed, and I watched it in middle school out of all time. Then the art, there's like witches in the whole thing, and it's kind of like a Soul Eater kind of beat because you have to kill witches and things like that. But the witches are paper cut stop motion. So they like change animation like drastically to paper cut stop motion halfway, and also a little bit of art. It's really intense, but also
Scary.
it is kind of scary because it's like really cute at the same time. So like, and then from then on, I went. So that's a really good although it is also dark.
Yes,
It's
it is.
But it's a good Halloween time feel.
Well, that's why I was going to ask. Apologies. For recommendations.
Recommendation.
Oh, man.
Because I've heard, like what are the usual? Like I've heard Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes,
Yeah.
I still haven't.
So go. Well, it's fine because
I
it's
haven't
go.
watched all
It's
of
good.
it.
It'll always be
It will
there.
stand the
It'll
test
always
of
be
time.
there, yeah.
And then Attack on Titan.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty good one.
We haven't finished.
Those are pretty much the top two that I've heard about.
Mob Psycho 100.
Oh, I
Psycho
wanna
is
watch
also
that
very
too.
good.
Oh,
You
My
wanna watch
Hero,
One-
My Hero.
One Punch?
My
My
Hero
Hero,
Academia.
yeah.
One Punch definitely
One Punch
needs to
is
be.
great.
Now, do you want the mainstream or do you want the obscure?
That's true.
Because you can get Devilman
'Cause you can go-
Crybaby.
You can go.
Oh, I need to watch more
It's
of
so
that.
good. It's so good.
You know what's funny?
I want more, man.
It's funny. Shout out to Big Trev because I was talking to him when I first watched it. I was like, "Yeah, I stopped at like episode 4." He goes, "What?" I goes, "Yeah, I
Same
stopped
shit,
at
bro.
episode 4." He goes, "What part?" I was like, like at the race or something." He goes, "You're right at it. You're right at the turning point of the whole show." And I was like, let me stop. I didn't stop watching. Right when I got back to it, I watched all the way through. I was like, "There's no reason for me to stop. The whole show changes right here." That show's crazy.
Okay, what is it again?
Devilman Crybaby.
Devilman
on Netflix
Yeah,
Crybaby.
as well.
Okay.
and it's cool because it's like an adaptation of like an old 70s anime, but it's like totally different.
Okay.
When I was a little kid, I used to look up. There's like a website, and it's like, what anime should I watch next? And it's like really bad looking. Like it's got a picture of Pikachu as a thing, and I would just go. It would go through random, and it would have manga and anime. You got to choose, and that's how I used to like get what anime I was gonna watch. So it'd have like something with like 2 episodes, obscure. Like there's like the Jellyfish Princess, which was like 6 episodes, and like things like that. That I like got like that's how I got all my anime knowledge of like what I should watch next. But you could like 100% go on like Netflix and watch the anime there, and then go to other platforms if you want to get started. But the only thing is we've realized is every time you go on dub with Netflix anime, if you actually sub and dub, you could realize how the story drastically changes.
Oh,
with
yeah,
their-
That
for
is
sure.
one
with
thing
their-
I noticed.
specifically the Netflix original anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Well,
to
I
deep
noticed
dive.
that very briefly with Parasite, just because I watched one show with subtitles and I became helplessly addicted to subtitles, and now I watch
Oh, yeah, only
everything with subtitles. So I just had them on, and the words from like the dub and then the subtitles were so drastically different. I was like, I can't.
Some
do
things
it.
are pretty
Yeah.
bad with it, but Netflix anime say like Beastars and things like that. It is pretty bad because we've been like trying to put together. There's a new one that's called BNA,
Oh man.
and it was really good. We were really into the story, and if you read the sub, it's like, oh, there's so much other things you don't know. But if we were listening to it and deciding not to watch sub, of course,
yeah.
just because we wanted to watch it while we were doing things, and it was bad. There's things that they'll go like, yeah,
The whole
yeah,
character.
meanie, and then like something about their whole entire character development on the sub, and it's like, wait.
Oh my god.
It's bad. I think that's a big. I want to do like a super deep dive, just real quick on that, because I think it's something about, and to whoever in the future listens to this that has any control of sub to dub, God, yo, we're
Do
not
your job.
dumb, man. We're not dumb.
It does seem like
It's with everything. I was looking at the Marvel Avengers game. That's a Square Enix property, right? So it's Japanese based, right?
It looks terrible.
No, it looks fantastic, but it plays like garbage. Like the gameplay is just
Oh, yeah,
decimated.
the gameplay is-
like,
yeah.
But like the graphics of it,
Oh,
looks,
yeah, that's fine,
it's
that's
like
fine.
cool, but it's not good. But what I saw, I was watching a walkthrough, and I was like, there was a point, there was like a whole character moment, and I looked at the dub. I mean, I heard the dub, and I looked at the sub, and I had to pause and just stop. I just had to stop because the whole gravity of it was just not there in dubbed, and I was like, there's no way, they dropped the ball that bad. I have a theory that whoever is translating just thinks that Americans are dumb, and I'm gonna tell you something. Some of us maybe, sure, okay.
I see it right now.
I see it. Yeah, we're not. Just not all of us, man. Like, come on. It hurts.
sometimes,
it hurts.
like in Pokemon, they decided to when there was mouth open and things like that, because sometimes when the actual people who voice act will speak so fast, but the animation will move like slower, so they'll actually put words in to make it look like the animation is saying it instead of what the actual premise of the. So like if someone looks like they're saying like this whole long story about themselves, the mouth may be slower or something, so they may just add in like, I'm a brave hero, when really it's like this
Yeah.
whole long thing about like, I've gone through this amount of work in my life and stuff like that. So it's kind of sad sometimes. And it's also based off the voice actor and the actual people
Yeah.
directing.
There's an anime that I watched on Netflix, and I'm so sad because the name is escaping me, you're pretty good at getting anime from just the details. So there's a kid, and I think he's either like Alibaba or Aladdin or something like that, and like part of it is like he's the next like
Sinbad?
okay.
There's an anime movie.
Okay, The Adventures of Sinbad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
And so okay. So we're on the right track. We're on the right track because that is like the prequel to the like 3 seasons of about no longer Sinbad. He's in it though because he like has like he's like the king of a certain area and this kid has to go there.
This is really hard
as
for
a
me.
refugee. I know. It's so I'm so I don't know how I don't know this because it's one of my favorite and I don't talk about it a lot, but it's so good.
It's on Netflix?
It was on Netflix.
Ooh.
I don't know if it still is, but it should be because I'm pretty sure The Adventures of Sinbad is still. And like The Adventures of Sinbad is like when Sinbad's like 25 or something like that, and then when he meets this kid, he's like probably like 40 or something like that.
Oh wow!
And it's like they have to like it's so world based. It's about like the way Sinbad is dealing with the economies of everybody around him, and he has to like help. He has to help this city get liberated from these people that are just basically taking money, and everybody. Yo, when I tell you,
that's crazy.
This show is insane. I need to find it. I need to tell you guys what it is. But I think Alibaba has something to do with it.
You could always just look it and see.
I could.
Yeah,
that's right. Search Alibaba anime.
Alibaba anime.
Another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Or
got
no,
it right off the rip.
A little bit.
Another
one
really
down.
good like world-based anime that I always love. That's like really beautiful. Oh.
Okay.
Is like
Magi. That sounds right. Wait.
That sounds right.
Kingdom of. Click that.
We're all just looking at a screen.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes.
You seem so unsure.
Because I think that's one of the characters, but I don't care about this character.
This kid is boo boo.
Okay, so
There's
Labyrinth
Alibaba.
yes, Magi the Labyrinth of Magic. Okay.
Okay.
The Magi
Yeah.
series, the Magi series is crazy.
Oh.
So yeah, you can bump all. I don't care about
Crazy,
6-year-old.
okay.
We could, if you want to look up Magi, you can. But the Magi series is insane. I love it. And The Adventures of Sinbad is the prequel to the Magi series.
Whoa.
Oh my god. When I tell you that's up there with in like my favorite anime type stuff. That's up there with Mob. That's up there with yes. Oh my god, that kid.
Wikipedia.
I'm pretty sure like the kid's name is Alibaba. Yeah. The Tales of Aladdin, Alibaba, and Sinbad the Sailor.
So you got it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I knew Sinbad. I was like,
Ooh.
it reminded me
yeah.
of it when you said it.
Oh yeah, this show is just absolutely great. It's really good. If you can find it on Netflix, try that
Or
one.
on-
That
okay.
one's good.
But I was gonna say, No Game No Life is also a really good world base because
No game?
No Game
No game, no
No
life.
Game No Life.
I feel like I have.
It's a very beautiful, like, color-wise, the way they drew it was gorgeous. But brother and sister who are really good at games get sucked into the game, you know.
Oh, I know
kinda one
about
of
it.
those
Yeah.
things. But the whole them becoming they come like it talks about royalty and like whether you could cheat on games and like cheat codes and things like that actually have to do with like gaming, but like they have to play chess. You know, they bring in other games like that are board games and things like that. That and like any Studio Ghibli have to do with a big
Yo,
world base.
Studio Ghibli's great. How's
Have you seen a lot of Studio
Oh
Ghibli?
man.
I would not a lot.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I was never a fan of anime.
Well, that's fine.
I got we're gonna be honest here.
Change up.
But the movie that changed my mind, and I watched it. I mean, this was 2 years ago, so it's not that recent, but recent enough. Was Princess Mononoke.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Because and even still sometimes with Parasite when I'm watching it, I'm kind of like, I'm not used to the anime style, and it's taking me time to get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Trev last night and like he just like walked away in that weird like anime. Why did you do that?
Change
Man, I
animation.
forget anime is just still gonna be anime.
Yeah, it's like really like it's the most extreme. Like if you're watching like a play, like you have to like put like the performance art of it. It's just all animated. It's really weird.
And so this is gonna be a hot take. Speaking of Studio Ghibli, don't attack me because this is a well-loved movie. I do not like it. It freaks me out.
Are you gonna say Totoro?
No. It's everyone's favorite. I'm gonna get blasted for this. What is it called? The weird bathhouse one.
Oh,
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Why does that make you weirded out? Is it because of the whole fact of it being weird monsters?
I need to rewatch it because I watched it when I was like 5 or 6, and it terrified me. Like the pig scene.
Oh yeah, when they get turned into pigs, it's pretty scary.
I hated it. And then it's like I wasn't really scared. It
was a little weird. Does feel like a fever dream.
It was over my head. That's I guess is the easiest thing. I didn't understand. And so I need to rewatch it now with a fresh mindset. But when I was younger, I absolutely hated it.
That one seems like there's a lot. Unlike a couple of his other ones that have to involve endangered animals and things like that, and how he actually does world problems sneak into. That one has a little bit of actual ground to it, but majority of it, if you're just watching it to watch it, does feel like it's, it definitely does.
Nice.
I'm gonna cry.
It definitely feels like it's a fever dream because, changing eating and then making it, you guys are pigs now, and then weird monster that eats gold and spits it out. Yeah, there's a lot of different things.
Please.
Psych! No, I'm kidding. I think my favorite anime by far will always be Evangelion.
I haven't seen it yet.
When I watched it the first time.
I don't even know I talked about that a lot.
Evangelion?
Yeah, so the anime that hits me hardest is the one that is the most existential, and that was too much. It was so much that it's never gonna leave my psyche. I can't not think about it when I think of my anime, and just it's robot fighting too, but it's
Robot fighting.
it gets a lot of mommy daddy issues in there with these main characters. Yeah, there's cloning, there's robots, it's planetary destruction. It's so much. I love it so much.
Okay. Personally for me.
Ooh, keep going.
She said,
"Suck."
That time I was reincarnated as a slime.
That's a good one.
That's an anime.
I've seen it.
telling us a story.
I thought you were gonna say.
No, when you need
My favorite
time I
anime
was
is
in-
that one time that slime.
you need to. You're early on in your escapades. You need to see that.
There's
You need
one
to see
that I'm watching right now. I'll revisit every once in a while because when he speaks, I haven't been able to find dub of it yet. But when he speaks, there's a lot of sub. He speaks in paragraphs. So I have to pause sometimes to read it.
I
all.
gotta read.
But I forgot the name of it. But it's on. I think it may be on Crunchyroll or something like that. But it's on Funimation and things like that. And it's literally an anime about people selling manga, but it's a skeleton that is one of the main characters, and he's just selling manga, and then there's a werewolf or random creatures, and everyone's he's always, he's a normal person the way everyone looks at him, but he's always going through normal things. I'm really big fan of some everyday life anime, just because especially when you're getting into it, it's a good they're just going to the cafe for no reason, and stuff like that. This one is he is in mental problems of he tries to figure out when say a group of girls comes in, he knows exactly probably that they're gonna go to the boy love sort of section of the store, so then he'll already have a full pack already restocked, so therefore they get all of the more expensive. It's weird, but it's a good slice of life one that has skeletons and random things like that for some reason. I think it's the skeleton that works at the bookshop or something. I don't know.
That's wild.
Nice.